My name is Emma Thompson. I was married for 8 years. I believed I had the perfect life until the day my younger sister looked me in the eyes at my own anniversary dinner and said, "I'm in love with your husband." The worst part was that my entire family clapped and cheered for her. They humiliated me in front of everyone. My mother said I was too boring for him. My father told me to accept reality. And my husband simply smiled and held my sister's hand. That night I cried myself to sleep. But I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I stayed silent because I knew something they didn't. 3 months earlier, our grandmother had passed away. While my sister was busy taking photos with my husband at the funeral, I stayed beside Grandma during her final days. Before she died, she handed me a sealed envelope and quietly said, "Emma, I've seen everything. Open this only when they hurt you the most." Inside was her new will. She had left me everything. The family house. Her investments. More than $3 million. There was also one special clause. Any family member who betrayed me would lose every right to the inheritance. I never told anyone. For 3 months I watched them laugh behind my back. I watched my sister move closer to my husband. I watched my husband treat me like I no longer mattered. I simply waited. Then the day of the will reading finally arrived. The lawyer's office was full. My sister sat beside my husband with complete confidence. My parents were already discussing how they would divide the inheritance. The lawyer began reading the will. When he announced that I was the sole beneficiary, the room fell completely silent. My sister laughed nervously and said, "This has to be a mistake." I calmly stood up and said, "There's one more clause. Anyone who caused me emotional or physical harm forfeits their entire share." Then I played the recordings. Every conversation where my sister bragged about stealing my husband. Every message where my parents said I deserved to be replaced. Every insult they believed I would never hear. The color disappeared from my sister's face. My husband looked completely shocked. My mother burst into tears. The lawyer looked at me and asked what I wanted to do. I looked at my sister and quietly replied, "You can keep my husband. But you'll never receive a single dollar from Grandma's estate. The house is mine. The money is mine. And you have 30 days to disappear from my life." My sister begged for forgiveness. She cried and reminded me that we were family. I looked at her without anger and said, "You stopped being my family the moment you chose to destroy me." That day I learned the most valuable lesson of my life. The strongest revenge isn't loud. Sometimes it's staying silent, protecting yourself, and allowing the truth to speak for itself. Never let anyone steal your peace. Never allow even family to treat you as an option. Protect yourself. Stand strong. And when the right moment comes, speak the truth.